All right, hello everyone. We are playing more Falcon BMS today. We are continuing our campaign. Last time we only did I got too close. But last time we only did like one campaign mission because that was literally the first time I had flown a campaign mission in this game. This time around, I've got a couple more campaign missions under my belt. I actually started a new campaign because I learned quite a bit more about how to set up the campaign, because there's whole things of priorities and setting up missions. And before, we were getting the AI sending missions out to, well behind enemy territory, which had no chance of success. So I've been going through and deleting all of those that the AI has fragged, and frag is the term that I fairly recently learned is what they refer to as planning a mission. So today we have our first mission is a thrust in to do more destruction of enemy air defense, or DEAD missions. We've got this site that's an SA2. We have another parallel mission running alongside us, attacking this site. Hey, Rizu, thanks for the bits. Also, I was gonna wait until I was done with the briefing to say hi to everybody, but I'll pause right now and say it. Exelius, thank you for coming. Rizu, thank you for coming. Len, thank you for coming as well. Yes, this is the Korean Peninsula. The Falcon BMS is built around a North Korean invasion of South Korea, so we're trying to repel it and win. They are backed by China, so we'll see a mixture of old Soviet and Chinese equipment at their disposal, as well as some really absurdly new tech. The last mission I had flown in this campaign, we encountered the mythical J-20 Chinese 5th generation fighter, which really was kicking my teeth in. But instead, I sent my wingman after the two J-20s that were coming after me, and these are stealth aircraft, so I can't lock them up with my radar-guided missiles at any decent range. I send my wingman in, and my wingman goes, all right, I'm going to fly right into them, and just goes balls to the wall, flies straight at them like full afterburner, point blank fires a radar-guided missile into one of the guys and hits, and then turns and fires at the other guy, and they're firing missiles at him, but he dodges them, and the radar missiles they fired at him come after me instead, and I have to dodge them, and I got hit by one of them, and so I got shot down last mission that I had played. But hopefully, those J-20s being such a rare aircraft, I think in real life there's only about 4 of them in existence. We have shot down half of them, so hopefully we won't have to deal with them this time. We're actually using American tech because we are playing an American F-16 squadron. So that is a good transition to go into our loadout. So here's our loadout that we've got. We've got a pair of bomb dispensers here. They are GBU 39s. They are GPS guided bombs that will glide to their target. So we're going to have to set their GPS coordinates before we start. And then we've got on each wing, we have 2 AMRAAMs, which are radar-guided missile, and I'm actually going to swap some of them to the C variant, which is slightly better, and then I'm going to switch one of them to Sidewinders, which are infrared, because the infrared missiles will be helpful in case we do encounter any more of those stealth aircraft. Oh, and I also wanted to give myself a targeting pod. I can explain that a bit later. Oh, that was the wrong mission. I was just loading out. Okay. We get to do this again. All right, air-to-air. We get the AIM-9X Sidewinder, and then the C variant of AMRAAMs. Okay. Oh, and then we want other that targeting pod. Okay. Next thing we have to do is we are going to have to set our targets. So this is an air defense battalion that we had previously struck, but we didn't get everything. Not quite sure why, but we will hit some of their other targets. So we can see that they should be right at the end of this runway of this airfield where they're based out of. We'll select the first one. We'll set it as a steer point target. Yeah, so this is the boring part where we have to assign targets. This is going to be important for setting the bombs to hit things later. So we had 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we can add one more target. We'll add one more target here, because we have 8 bombs to drop. And then, as I was mentioning, we've got another dead mission going on in parallel to attack another one. Both of these sites should be out of commission, so this should be a cakewalk in terms of dealing with the ground anti-air units. However, you'll see that there's these triangles, and some of them are plane-shaped. Those are enemy air units, and as of the last time we had recon on this, like this one is 2 Su-30s. This one is 4 MiG-29s, which are fairly advanced fighters. And then the other ones that are just triangles, we don't know what they are. So we're going into a bit of a shit show here. So to deal with that, we have a couple other missions going on. We've got a combat air patrol going on right here. So they're going to patrol this area and try to engage targets around here. We have another one over here going on. So those two are going to take off before us, and they're going to get on station before us. Then we have another cap mission here. They're going to get on station just about 5 minutes after us, or 5 minutes before us. Even though they are taking off after us, they'll have a lighter load, so they're going to go faster. Got a defensive counter-air mission right in between the 2 points, and then we have another cap mission here. Actually, let me adjust this one over just a bit to give a little bit better coverage. So I am pretty worried about our engagement with enemy air threats here. But we still do have 4 air-to-air missiles that we can use to defend ourselves if we have to. All right, so then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to save our campaign, because we have to get a little bit more information. So we're going to pop over to another utility. We're going to load our mission. We are package 2174. So here we are. And actually, I didn't do something quite right, so I'm going to have to resave that in a sec. So I have to load my com plan and IFF plan, and then save my data cartridge. And I can double check that my targets appear. And here we are. Yeah, we see all of our targets. So we'll just save again to be sure. We'll open the mission again. And then this data card is going to give us a bunch of important information that we need. So missile, this doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to set it anyway. This gives us our rotate speed. So for takeoff, that's important. That's when you have to pitch up for your takeoff. So this is the only way we can calculate what that rotation speed is, depending on our loadout. Then we've got our refusal. We have our fuel and our takeoff fuel, and then our bingo fuel level. Good. And what we can then do is we can update our knee boards, so when we're in game, we can read this information. And it is thinking, and it's thinking slowly. Set default, save, thinking again, thinking, and it is saved. All right. So we can hide. Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't switch that over for you guys. I'll try to remember that next time. Or let me just actually bring it back up. So this is what I was talking about that I was working with as another utility. These are going to be some of the knee boards. We have a whole bunch of them. So like I said here, rotation speed is up here. I actually don't think you can see my cursor probably. Oh, yes, you can. But rotation speed's up here, 162 knots. Refusal speed, so if we have to reject it or takeoff, 125 knots. So a lot of this looks, so this looks like a lot, but it's not necessarily everything we need. So like all of this weapon stuff, this is pointless. We don't need any of it because you have things like bomb code, but that's for bombs that we don't have. Our bombs are GPS guided. Hi, Marcellasis and Loveless. Then like this section with the steer points, this isn't really too complicated because it just tells you what the steer point is, steer point number, and then when you're supposed to be there. So like we've got a takeoff, we fly somewhere, and then we've got a holding mark. So we're just going to hit a mark and we're going to have to hold until we get to 437. And it also tells us what altitude we should be at. I forgot to adjust that altitude, but I'm going to just ignore it and I'm going to fly higher because we want to fly a little higher for these bombs and to hopefully avoid any anti-aircraft fire. And then we also have our departure and arrival runways. And then this, we're not going to really be caring too much about this because we'll be told by the air traffic control where we are or which runway we have to land at. And then the ILS stuff isn't going to matter because our weather is all clear during this. So those knee boards are updated. I'll get you back to seeing the game. And we are going. We are about 20 minutes from our takeoff time. So our takeoff time is 4:22. It's 3:59, just about 4 o'clock. So we're just gonna hit takeoff. We'll let it accelerate the time for what we need, and we'll do our takeoff and setup of our aircraft. And there's going to be probably a lot going on at this field because there's all sorts of packages involved with this attack that we're planning. Well, if we do find a storm upon landing, sorry, I'm getting stuff changed over for OBS. Come on, work. Okay, there we go. Because this game is a little weird and old. I have to play around with some OBS hijinks. All right, so we'll get our canopy closed. If we do encounter a storm on landing, we have the knee boards to use, so we're not going to have too much of a trouble with that. All right, let's get our aircraft started up. So we'll just pivot T, fuel source normal, IFF to normal, lights on, main power. And I just lost mouse control. What the heck is going on with Falcon BMS today? Game. Okay, there we go. Engine to start 2, comms on. Air source to normal. Engine anti-ice on. Oxygen normal. Yeah, the cockpit is interesting. There's a lot going on, and I'm getting some pretty poor frame rate in game right now. I'm not sure why, but once I get the engine started, I'll tab and take a look at that. Don't worry, if you bump one of the buttons on accident, you might like only cause your engine to fail. Like I was playing around earlier today, and I hit this master fuel on accident, and my engine just cut out. I'm like, oh, I have to go through the air start checklist now and try to start my engine in midair. All right, so engine is starting up fine. Let's see if anything is eating up my CPU or GPU. Nothing in particular. Hopefully it looks fine enough on your end. All right, main power is on, so we can switch on our avionics. Turn on our instrument lights. Power up our hard points. CM'd on. Oh, let's lock our canopy. Power up our countermeasure system. Chaff and flares. System to auto. HMCS power on. And you just have to hit this reset switch because BMS likes to model everything. Arm our seat. So this panel that I was looking at is gives you some faults. It tells you what's going on. Oh, INS to align. Take care of that. And we'll hit the fault acknowledge. Go into the test page on this left MFD, clear all these faults, go back. Ouch. Hey tank, how's it going? Thanks for the missile. We only have 4 missiles here today. 2 Sidewinders and 2 AMRAAMs, so we can use some more. Oh, let's switch our comms to upper front console. Ouch. Thanks for the other missile. Ouch, and the other missile. And let's adjust our channel to ground. We'll ask them to, all right, let's hit our parking brake, remove the EPU ground pin, remove the chocks. Ouch, more ordnance. Oof. Oh, then let's get our HUD turned on. And while we're waiting for the INS to align, INS is an inertial navigation system. It's a backup for the GPS, basically. So let's get into our HMCS page. We have to align this so that way HMCS doesn't show up while we're looking at the HUD and looking down. Although actually it's really off calibration because it's only appearing like way up here. So we're gonna select the course, align okay, all right. It's good enough for our mission. And then we can go back to our INS page. INS is aligned. Switch that to nav, and you'll see the right MFD now has stuffs on it. Just bump my steer point to steer point 2 because steer point 1 is where we are right now. We're getting some RWR messages, but that's a 15 and a P. P is Patriot. 15 is an F-15. And we're hearing all of the remarks about ATC. INS like a laser gyro. I'm not entirely sure what a laser gyro is, but INS is what tells you your position generally between GPS readings, because if you understand how GPS reading works, it's actually GPS works quite slow, so you need something to tell you where you are between readings, or you need to have access to a cellular network like what phones do to get the extra signal that our phones don't really receive from the satellites.
Caging 2-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 4090.
Gonna request our taxi.
2-3, hold present position.
Spade 3, 2 shift, F-16s, request taxi.
Good afternoon. Spade 3, you are number 4 for departure. Taxi, Romeo, Papa, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 left.
All right, so here are our knee boards.
3, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right.
So we see that our takeoff is scheduled for 4:22. It's 4:09.
2-4, hold present position.
And we're gonna do some time acceleration to bring us closer to when everything else is taken off. We should be able to take off well, we could take off a bit early, but we probably don't want to because we need to very precisely hit our ground strike time so that we're not early, because if we're early, we're going to be unsupported. And you're going to be hearing all of that beady, which reminds me, let's hand off our RWR.
Hog 4-3, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right. Hog 4-4, hold present position.
Spade 3, 2 shift, F-16s, request taxi.
Spade 3, taxi, Romeo, Papa, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 left.
All right, so they want us Romeo, Papa, Golf, okay. 14 left, all right. So we're gonna start taxiing out. Here is taxiway Romeo. It's a slightly different colored area here. Yeah, I handed off the RWR. Oh, nose wheel steering. I always forget that at first. See, a responsible person would follow through the pre-flight checklist, except that the weapon delivery planner thing that I used replaced the pre-flight checklists, so I don't get those. I'd have to bring up a separate laptop to use that. Patriot is really enjoying locking onto us. All right, let's go to INS page, because in this upper front console, there's that ground speed lower right corner. We're rated to taxi at, 20 knots maximum and turn at like 15. I say as I turn at like 18, but sharper turns. Yeah, pre-flight suggestions. I don't need those.
Spade 5, 2 shift, F-16s, request taxi.
Good afternoon.
What was our call sign?
You are number 2 for departure. Taxi, Romeo, Papa, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 left.
Spade 5, taxi.
Spade 3. That's going to be confusing having a Spade 5. Now, I don't know if DCS has it, but in BMS, the BMS devs really, really like having everything be super, super accurate. So they have all sorts of tests. So like you can do, I can unhand that off, and we can do a system test on the RWR, and it starts beeping at us very loudly. So you could do all sorts of system tests, and I generally don't do that because my real life is not on the line here. All right, we got a taxi out still. Our takeoff time is still 4:22, and it's 4:16, so we may just want to wait, because otherwise we're going to get to that hold point. We're just going to have to hold, and we're going to burn fuel while we're there. We are going to have to take off because they're all everybody's requesting taxi after us, and we're going to block things up. Oh, we got to load our data cartridge, so that's happening on the right MFD right now. I'm glad I caught that now instead of later, because that has all of our target points in it, doesn't it? All right, good. That's loaded. Oh, targeting pod. Let's get that warmed up. Okay, that's ready. We're going to want that, maybe. Yeah, if we hold up the runway, we're going to lose the war. I would very much prefer that we get all of those cap and defensive air combat stuff. I would prefer we get all of those guys in the air ASAP. We didn't turn our taxi lights on, but oh well. So our wingman just passed behind us, and we see some other guys. And we haven't been contacted by ATC yet. Oh.
Spade 3, taxi, golf, and hold short, runway 14 right.
All right, hold short, runway 14 right. So we got clearance to cross the runway.
Warhawk 6, taxi, Romeo, Papa, golf, and hold short, runway 14 left.
Warhawk 6, taxiing.
And there's nobody on the runway left, no one on the runway in front of us. So we're going to get here, and we're going to request permission pretty much immediately and get it granted.
Spade 3-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 4090.
All right, switch to preset 3. Ready for departure.
Spade 3, 2-ship, F-16s, ready for departure. Spade 3, hold short.
And it's going to tell us to hold short because we haven't hit our takeoff time yet, but we can request again.
Spade 3, 2-ship, F-16s, ready for departure. Spade 3, impulse tower, weight 180 at 8 knots, runway 14 right. You're cleared for takeoff.
Request QNH. Set that. All right. Wind direction is off our right. All right. So we'll line up on the left side of the runway because we're going to do basically a formation take off, or at least we're going to take off, and our wingman's going to take off right after us. Disengage nose wheel steering. I forgot radar altimeter to on. FCR on. Let's adjust this HSD a bit. There's our wingman. We're going to throttle up, hold the brakes, and release. Rotate speed is 162. Rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. We'll pull back, not use the afterburner so much. It wants to contact departure. We'll do that. Port airborne. So that means we're out of their hair.
Spade 3, Kimco, departure. Report heading 335. Resume on navigation.
Spade 32, on my way.
And now we're going to climb up and start navigation. See our wingman's over there giving us space. And let's check our data link. Actually, our data link's not going to work yet because we're on the wrong channel. Now we're on the right channel. You see our wingman on data link, all good. Although he's the only person on our data link setup, since I couldn't figure out how to add multiple packages to like the same mission. I don't really know how to do campaign very well yet. All right, we're gonna set our autopilot to attitude hold and heading selection, or steering selection. That will handle pitch and roll for us. And an F-15 painting us with his fire control radar. We can adjust our horizontal situation display, and you can see that the air defense we're attacking is 120 nautical miles away. Let's, while we have some time, switch to our weapons. We'll power on our bombs, and I'll get this radar set back to regular air. Got a air contact in front of us. We'll check, and it's green 4, so that's all good IFF. Next, altitude allowed. I should have set this before, but we want to set that to 1500 so that we get a warning for too low. So 1500 should be good to avoid getting hit by some smaller air defenses. We are just now passing 15,000 feet. Gonna still keep climbing. Ouch. Throwing more missiles at me. I wish I could see what missile it threw. But I don't have my second screen up with the stream, so I can watch for it. Alright, we got some F-16s behind us, locking us up. Or not locking us up, but painting us with the radar. Let's go to our cruise menu, and we see that, alright, our ETA to our steer point 2, we want to be there by 4:29. We're going to be there a little late, but that's perfectly fine, because in actuality we want to be at steer point 3. Oh, and let's cancel air to ground mode, so we're back in nav mode. In reality, we want to be leaving steer point 3 by at 4:37, so that way we don't get to the AO too early. And we can see here that we are slated to leave at about 4:33, or hit it at 4:33, so we're going to have to hold for a few minutes. And we can't really throttle back right now because 231 is pretty slow for the F-16. In fact, the attitude hold is not holding us at the attitude I specified because we're going a bit too slow. And yeah, it's saying if we wanted to hit it and enter it at the desired time, we'd have to be going 463 knots. Yeah, almost stalling. The F-16 doesn't really like having huge bomb loads like this. All right, next thing we can do is we have an AWACS, which is an aircraft flying around with a giant radar telling us where things are, and we can ask them what's going on. All right, picture clear. That's kind of expected. They probably won't tell us where things are until we get to that blue line where our fire control radar is displaying on the horizontal situation display, the right MFD, the blue thingy. Yep. And then we proceeded to throw two big, huge tanks, a bunch of bombs, and then some missiles. All right, Rizu, thanks for the lurk. I don't have lurk commands because I don't know how commands work. All right, we are at about 22,000 feet. Let's try to go up to 25. All right, thanks, Rizu. More radar contacts. Oh, and our rules of engagement for air contacts is we can't engage unless AWACS has told us it's hostile, or if we have visually confirmed that it is hostile, which is why the targeting pod is nice. So let's go to that right now. It's in air-to-air mode. We can lock up one of these friendlies, or not, because they disappeared from radar. Or there's an nope, not that guy either. They both disappeared from radar. Here we go. We can lock up one of these guys, and we can see just barely on the right MFD, we can see the outline of the aircraft. If we were closer, we'd be able to tell a bit better. We'll just cancel that lock so that guy doesn't have to sweat as much, since, you know, we are locking up a friendly aircraft, and that is going to make anybody sweat. All right, we're at a decent altitude, so we're going to switch our autopilot into altitude hold, so it's going to bring us level, and we'll be able to speed up a bit. Not that we really want to speed up, because we still need to be not leaving this marker until 4:37. Let's go to steer point. Okay, it's manual, that's good. So that means when we hit this steer point, it's gonna just, autopilot is gonna have a circle, which is kind of what we want right now. And then I can manually increment to the next steer point, and it'll turn us out of this holding pattern once we hit the desired time. Ouch. Throwing more missiles at me. Welcome to the stream, Flagship. I ask that if you're going to throw missiles, please throw AMRAAMs at the J-20s so I don't have to deal with them. All right, and we're getting a little close, so let's tell our wingman to fence in. So he's going to turn his lights off. And his lights are off, all right. And we'll turn our lights off because we don't need to make the job of finding us any easier. And we're going to be in, this is going to be the boring part of the mission because we're just going to be kind of sitting around waiting for timing to work out. Because we really do have to wait for all those other flights to take off. And I wish I had figured out how to get them set up because it would have been really cool if I had gotten them all on our data link. And then we could just watch the right MFD to see where they are. Ow! You threw another thing at me. At least this time it wasn't a missile. Now, let's turn our master arm on because we're going to want that eventually. Do a check and just make sure that nothing looks out of place. You know what else I didn't turn on? I didn't turn on ILS in case we want that. I didn't turn on this. We got a 15 showing up, okay. Our aircraft is now entering that holding pattern. It's just going to spin around, turn around the steer point until I tell it not to. So we're just going to be in a lazy turn. Where you can see what's really fun with the IFF is if you look at the right screen, the horizontal situation display, and I do an IFF interrogate, you see all of these aircraft that we can't detect on radar quite yet. Blessed autopilot, yes. The only thing this autopilot leaves me wanting for is, well, first off, I'd like a dedicated autopilot override switch on my joystick, because that would be beautiful. And then I also would like the ability to just dial an altitude for it to go to, and then that would make everything so much easier. But instead if oh, my landing lights are still on. I am dumb. Here we go. Yeah, the pedal switch. So I've got a Cytec Logitech X52 Pro. So I do have a pinky switch, but I have that as my DX shift. And I do currently have it bound so that if I hold the DX shift button, the pinky switch, and then the full trigger, it is my autopilot override, but that is a little clunky to do really quick if I want to use autopilot in kind of the way I'm intending. And we got an F, which is a search radar that should be for the SA2. Maybe that was the SA3 search radar. We can open our threat guide and see that. Yeah, SA3, F is the search radar. You know, I wish that this second threat guide would give you the RWR indicator for things. But it also doesn't tell you the J20 stats on this, which is a bit of a massive pain. Yeah, I'm thinking, I've been debating upgrading to Thrustmaster HOTAS. What time is it? Okay. I gotta be on this page so I know when I need to leave this waypoint. But I've been looking at the Thrustmaster HOTAS. but I'm just not sure. I need to ask some people their opinions on how it is compared to the SciTech X52 to see if it's really worth upgrading. Got more 16s locking us up. Patriot locked us up. All right, sir, you realize we're friendly. We got something that doesn't have an IFF. Request picture.
Dog 1, spade 3-1. Request picture.
Vector to nearest target.
Dog 1, picture clear. Dog 1, spade 3-1. Request vector to threat.
Hmm. That Patriot again. Unfortunately, we can't see like the whole situation after we hit launch, so we had like 20 minutes of gap in our picture of what's going on. So we have no idea how many aircraft are out here, how many enemy aircraft are out here, and where they are. All right, we are at our desired time. We'll hit to our next waypoint. We want to be at push by 4:38. We're going to throttle up a bit to make that. IFF interrogate. Some things are not responding. What is this? What is this? Okay, friendly. Uh-oh. I see something in front of us. It's just like a chevron, which means we don't have a lock on it, or we can't lock it up. Let's IFF check. It's not responding. Nearest air threat. Bullseye 160, 12 nautical miles. So that's right in front of us. So what we were seeing on our fire control radar is that, oh, we might be able to lock him up. Declare. All right, we got a hostile. Let's turn off autopilot. We'll turn towards him. We'll see if we can't scare him away. Where is he in our dynamic launch zone? Looks like he's turning cold, maybe. Did we just lose him? I think we did. Lock him up again. I have very little experience with BVR, so this may go very, very poorly. Yeah, that little velocity vector on the fire control radar should be showing it, right? We got a 30 in front of us. Oh boy. 16's in front of us. That's at least reassuring. Another 16 in front of us. Let's declare this. Lost it again. Alright, let's just try to get onto our objective then. We'll advance to our last steer point. We'll put autopilot back on. We'll switch to cancel MRM override mode. Oh god, graphics. That's an interesting graphics bug. Alright, air to ground mode. So now we've got that carrot. We got to get everything set up. So target 13, TMS up. So we're getting ready to drop our bombs, and hopefully we will get in range to drop them before those 27s and that 30 I saw decide to ruin our day. They're getting kind of close. Let's try to fly up a bit. Yeah, we got to get those bombs flying, so I'm going to try to loft them a bit, see if that will get us a bit more range. All right, now I hope you all are mature, because now we've got the indicator jizz. So let's send one go. All right, next one, TMS up. Bombs away. Missile. Fuck!
Warning, 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 warning.
And there goes another aircraft. Is there a way to spectate your wingman in this? Let's look that up. Yeah, our escort probably massively failed us. I don't know if we want to discard this mission or keep it. You know what, let's discard it. And we'll look at TAC view, see what happened, and adjust our planning accordingly. Oh god. Okay, let's stop that timer. I will pull up TAC view. Well, good. And tech view's already set for you guys to see. So we're already set on Spade 3, which is us. All right, and here we are. We took off. Spade 5-2, Bulldog, and Viper all coming in as planned. We got Weasel, Cajun, Ramrod. Everybody looks to be in position. And we haven't hit our holding point yet. Now we're at our holding point. Our escorts all fly in because we sent a whole crap load of escorting fighters. And then we went in at our designated time. And let's see what we've got here. We've got some Su-35s, it looks like. Some Ju-11s, some more Ju-11s. And who hits who? So we lost one right here. And then one of those J-11s got 4 AMRAAMs shot at it. An Su-35 took out another F-16. Actually, a pair of F-16s at like the same time. Holy crap. These enemies are pretty good. And that, holy crap, all these aircraft. It's like 8 right there. Holy crap. So what I think we might want to do is retask our seed, because the 2 installations that we're hitting aren't actually their fire control radar was already hit in previous runs. So we might just want to instead retask and let me hide TAC view, transition back to the big capture. Come on, play with me. All right, so we might want to take out these 2 dead ones, and then instead we'll just throw in, because this is a lot of aircraft, and there's like 20 aircraft markers that we see on the board right now within this area, and you know, that's possibly groups of 2 or 4 aircraft each. So we need everything we have on hand. So let's we'll throw ourselves into this one because it won't let us delete it otherwise, but we'll delete this one, and then I'll delete. I told you to delete. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna run bar cap. I'm canceling our seed missions, and we're gonna have those run bar cap. And then I have to cancel this. Oh my god, it keeps planning this goddamn mission. And this is not a priority. I've told you to not do anything up here, but they want to go up there. And I don't get it. So I have to keep destroying these deleting these missions so that they don't task our stuff on stupid things. Okay, that one can stay. But we already have one. Yeah, I'm not going to move it up because we already have exactly that same bar cap mission here. Let's add in. Yeah, I know you can, but I'm trying. If it's up to me to plan everything, it's going to go pretty poorly. And I also don't know how to plan things where it has multiple things going on. Like if we look at this, I don't know how we get multiple. Oh, wait, I actually do. I'm just dumb. I didn't realize that, how it worked until a little earlier. I kind of forgot that I'd learned it. I just have to put them all in at the same time, right? I think it was that. So we've got this defensive counter-air. We freed up, what is it, 4 ships. new package, defensive counter air. Yep. Okay, and then we'll add another one. Okay. Oh, not enough aircraft. Then we will delete this one. So we got bar cap. Yeah, it keeps tasking stupid things like, let's do a bar cap over here. That's not where I told you to defend things. So that is probably part of our issue, that the AI is off doing other random shit when we really need them to be here. So there's this one. This one I'm going to retask. Oh, no, wrong marker. We want you doing cap here. There we go. This one we're going to move over a little bit more. This one is here. This one is here. We're going to move you a little closer for mutual support. Let's move this one over a little further, and then we'll put our flight just in between these two. And then we'll add another one, because I don't want to lead a flight of 4. That's too much work. Time on target. Decided to not work. Oops. This game is the pinnacle of UI experience. Okay. Add package. New. This actually should be bar cap. New. Bar cap. We want the minutes to be about 4:40. So that's when everything else is getting on station. Which one was that? Which mission was that? This one. And they're flying in the wrong direction, so we're going to turn them around. Here you go. Yeah, height of late 90s UI. All right, now let's confirm that everybody is going to be getting to the AO at the right time. So he is at 4:06. Patrol for 30 minutes. Okay, well, we can't tell them to do anything because game is a little dumb. You are going to be there at 4. Let's put it at 4:30 so we have some more overlap. You 4:40, good. You nope. That way. You at 4:44. Let's drop you down to 4:40. Okay, fine. A possible time. All right, everything looks like it's set up. We've tasked all of the aircraft that we can. Let's save. Actually, wait. We need to assign ourselves. So not that one. That one. I'll take lead, loadout. Do we want to go all AMRAAMs, or do we want to go Sidewinders? You know what? I think if we meet a J20 again, I'm going to throw an AMRAM in its direction and then run the heck away. We'll grab our sniper pod as well. All right. We'll save. Save. All right. And so we got to go back into our mission planning stuff. So let's bring up our weapon delivery planner. Here you go. I did it for real this time. We'll open our campaign mission. Our package is 2125. 2125. Find our package. I don't think that window's popping up for you guys, but it is. It's doing a thing. And this time we see our rotation speed is 156 knots, so it's a little lower.
Caution. Caution.
Hey, RH Parseval, thanks for the follow. Let me hit that master caution reset. But everything looks good here, so we'll just update our knee boards. It's thinking, and it's thinking, and it's thinking. Set default. All right, save. I know, I put that in. I actually put that in before I started streaming Falcon BMS. And it got me, once I started doing it, streaming Falcon BMS, it really started, like it'd pop up and I'd look at my master caution, see if it's there, and then be like, oh no, that's just my, somebody followed. All right, we can hide weapon delivery planner. And we can, let's double check our briefing. So we've got, yeah, we've got another flight, so we'll be able to data link with them and just see where they are. Master caution, you hear it in your dreams. All right, let's take off and hope for better luck this time. Let me fix the game capture. Hey, it fixed right away. Yeah, I didn't pick any sidewinders. We'll see how it goes. I don't actually know BVR. All right, game. Come on. Where's my mouse? Here we go. Close canopy. Yeah, we are playing the Spam Ram game. All right, everything looks good on this side. Oh, let's get that turned on, that turned on. Wait for the engine RPM to come up. All right, engine RPM's good. There's our wingman again. Oh, wait, was he was to the left. Have they changed much in the cold start since 4.3.5? So I'm not particularly familiar with 4.3.5. I only played it a little bit. I played 4.3.3 or 4.3.4 a bit, but I've forgotten most of that. The biggest things that have changed is you have to align the HMCS, and then I think if you try to seal the canopy with the spider while starting it causes a failure, which is a pain. Because normally I would close the canopy and then lock it and then start the aircraft. But if you do that too close together, it causes a failure. So I wait until the engine is completely started to do the spider. When I was originally playing BMS, the spider wasn't implemented, as far as I remember. All right, let's get our avionics powered on. Let's get our RWR powered on. HMCS powered on. Hard points. I don't remember what we have on our hard points, but we're just going to power it all up. Got to do this FLCS reset as always. Comms to upper front console. Hit the FAC button. FCR is powered up. Good. It's doing a bit test. Turn on the HUD. And then what we have to do for the HMCS, let's get our INS aligning now that that's booted. But what we have to do for HMCS, so you have to go into miscellaneous, HMCS, sequence, then we have to hit 0, and then we have to hold down, what is this, cursor, select, and then align. All right, aligned okay, return, and now our HMCS is actually roughly zeroed so that it'll disappear when we're looking through our HUD. IFF glitch because our error because we don't have our data cartridge loaded. It's a parking brake, and then let's go to comms 2, remove that. Ramrod? Who's Ramrod? That's not us, is it? We are Falcon. An appropriate call sign.
Ramrod 2-1, what is your problem? You are disrupting traffic.
Yeah, Ramrod. What's your problem, bro? Let's do a system test on the RWR. Ow, my ears. I've never seen the AI cause problems and hold things up. Maybe it's because I scheduled them to take off too late. Taxi controller definitely has no chill. I once started taxiing to a runway in the Maverick mission, but I turned towards the opposite direction I was supposed to, and the taxi controller got all upset at me, but didn't tell me I was going the wrong way. And there was nobody behind me that was taking off, which was really, really dumb. They're like getting all angry. You're causing a traffic problem, but nobody else is taking off.
Ramrod 2, abort sequence. Contact loop.
I wonder if Ramrod just doesn't even have the radio powered up yet. While we have a minute, let's get into our data link. And we can enter 22. 2-1, enter, and 2-2, enter. We can probably test that out right now. Or not. Nobody else is probably on the right frequency. Oh well. I always forget to report on final. And yeah, they get angry at you. I'm just gonna have to start reporting on final as soon as I get landing clearance, because usually I don't request clearance until I'm already lined up, more or less. But I wouldn't say I'm good at landing. Okay, so everything looks good. Anything else? Let's put our taxi lights on for once. F-15 painting us, all right. Let's get our ECM on. And do a final sweep. Everything looks good. Taxi to departure.
Falcon 7, 2-ship, F-16.
We are number 5 for departure. All right. Fast,
Good afternoon.
fast time.
7, you are number 5 for departure. Hold present position. Expect taxi time 0417.
0417. So we only have to wait a little bit.
64 F-16 taxiing Romeo.
So Warhawk isn't even started up and taxiing yet, though. Look at all these F-16s. I've got like the entire squadron here just to try to take out these enemy aircraft that have been giving me hell. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 14 is me.
Romeo, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 right.
Agent 2, taxiing.
So they're having us on runway 32, looks like. Yeah, we're taking off 32.
F-16, request taxi.
If you're looking for a thrill, well,
3, you are
that
number
last
4 for departure. Taxi, Romeo, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 right.
that last mission we were doing, we were actually
4-ship,
hitting a target on airfields.
taxi.
Good afternoon. Warhawk 6, you are number 3 for departure. Hold present position. Give way to Bulldog 3, 2, F-16, taxiing Romeo. Cajun 2, taxi Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 left. Bulldog 3, taxiing. Ramrod 2-2, abort sequence. Contact low. Cajun 2-1, contact tower.
Telling a lot of people to abort.
24090.
Bulldog 7, 2-ship, F-16s. Request taxi.
Good afternoon. Bulldog 7, you are number 5 for departure. Hold present position. Give way to Falcon 7, 2, F-16, taxiing Romeo.
Falcon 7, 2-ship, F-16s. Request taxi.
Falcon 7, you are number 4 for departure. Hold present position. Give way to Warhawk 6, 4, F-16, taxiing Romeo.
Oh, so that must be my wingman in this case.
7, taxi Romeo, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 right.
All right, we got taxi clearance.
Warhawk 6, taxi Romeo, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 right.
Let's not forget nose wheel steering this time.
Warhawk 6, taxiing.
Bulldog 3, taxi Bravo, and then hold
Oh.
short, runway 32 left.
Forgot that. So many things taking off at the same time. Oh boy. I know it would have been more efficient to make them all 4 ships, but I can barely handle myself.
Romeo, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 right.
Let's get our airfield display. Okay, so we know where we have to go.
Bulldog 7, taxiing.
Were we taking off 3-2 right or 3-2 left?
Warhawk 6, taxi Bravo,
3
hold short, runway 32 left.
3-2 right. Okay. So that's going to change where we taxi to.
Warhawk 6-2, hold present position.
Bring up the INS page.
62, taxi, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 left. Warhawk 61, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 4090. Warhawk 63, hold present position. Warhawk 63, taxi, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 left.
So many F-16s and other aircraft taking off.
Warhawk 64, hold present position. Warhawk 64, taxi, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 left.
This is something I appreciate about this game. You get this flutter when you're in the jet wash of another aircraft.
Falcon 7, hold present position. Falcon 7, taxi, Bravo, and then hold short, runway 32 left.
All right, then. Looks like there's a pair of aircraft on approach for runway 32 right. Oh, they're probably going to do an overhead brake.
Falcon 7-2, hold present position.
7-2 is, yeah, short of the runway. So they're probably going to have that first one land before he can cross the runway. And what in the ever-living fuck is going on up here? There's just an F-15 sitting on the taxiway? Huh.
Falcon 7-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 4090.
What are you doing, dude?
2.
Rumble 4-1, final. Rumble 4-2, on final. Rumble 4-1, Impel Tower, continuing bound for runway 32 right. Rumble 4-2, Impel Tower, continuing bound for runway 32 right. Falcon 7, 2-shift, F-16s, ready for departure. Falcon 7, hold short. Gator 5, Impel Tower, weighing 250 at 8 knots, runway 32 right, clear for landing, jet gear down. Warhawk 6, contact departure. Rumble 4-2, execute missed approach, vector 320, contact approach for resequencing. Rumble 4-1, Impel Tower, weighing 250 at 7 knots, runway 32 right, clear
Man,
for
look
landing,
at this.
jet gear down.
All these guys coming back in. Holy crap.
Impel Tower, weighing 250 at 5 knots, runway 32 left. You're cleared for takeoff.
So many F-15s, man. I'm gonna have to wait for my wingman because he is lagging behind. Or he is okay, now he's taxiing. He didn't get clearance to take off. I don't know if you could nap with all the RWR going off.
On final. Rumble 71, Impel Tower, continuing bound for runway 32 right.
Slow, slow, wingman. Come on, wingman. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Rumble 72, on final. Rumble 72, Impel Tower, continuing bound for runway 32 right.
Line up, line up. I know you want to. I know you can manage it.
Flat 1, contact ground, switch to 2, 3, 6, 7, 0. Hog 1-1, on final. Hog 1-1, Impel Tower, continuing bound for runway 32
All right.
right. Gator, flat 2, contact ground, switch to 2, 3, 6, 7, 0.
Hog 1-2 on final.
Yes, the wingman is a dog on my leash.
Impel Tower, continuing bound for
Rotate speed was 155. Rotate.
Falcon 71, what is your problem? You're disrupting traffic. Rumble 71, Impel Tower,
Well,
lane 250 at
my-
8 knots, runway 32 right, clear for landing, jet gear down.
My problem was
Rumble
that
41, contact ground,
you-
switch to 2, 3,
God, you're way too loud.
Airborne.
Falcon 71, contact departure. Sawbuck 41, on plan.
Good afternoon. Rumble 42, Info approach. Welcome back. Vector Scoville approach. Runway 32 right.
Falcon 7, airborne, 2-shift, F-16s, 1000.
my problem was that you didn't give my wingman clearance
72 on my way.
to cross the runway.
Sawbuck 41, turn right, final approach course 325. Check approach speed.
All right, let's get, there we go. Now we're off that channel. We don't have to deal with all that crap. We can see our data link. We still got a group of Falcons behind us, it looks like. And we can increment our steer point. There we go, steer point 2. Let's get our steering selection. Then attitude hold. Then we can go set up steer points to automatic. Let's ask AWACS for a picture.
Dog 1, Falcon 71, request picture. Falcon 71, dog 1, picture clear.
All right. I don't know how long that's going to be true for. Do an IFF interrogate to see what's in front of us. And we got, yeah, some other groups are in position, it looks like.
Two in position.
Oh, and altitude low. Let's get that set just so I don't have to deal with it. Ow! Throwing a missile at me. There's no no aircraft in range that can shoot missiles at me. Come on. All right, so I'm not going to care too much about this page because we just need to be on station. Let's see, our cap point 440, so we're just going to try to be there a little late. And then what we're really going to want is this threat guide with the minimum abort range in it. So if we encounter anything that we know of how to deal with, we know what abort ranges we have to deal with. We're sitting on 10,000 pounds of fuel. And I throttled back by mistake. Let's throttle back up so we can continue our climb. Alright, how's everybody doing? Let's see if we can't have a much better flight this time. We'll see if I can't return in one piece so I can learn a bit more about landing. Ouch. Throwing another missile at me. So rude. That missile that you threw at me, did it look like this one by any chance? Oh, let's get our targeting pod into air-to-air mode. All right, it's all good. I think we're going to climb up a little higher since we're doing cap, and a little more altitude should give our missiles a bit more range. Did I manage to get other flights in my package? Yes, if we do an IFF, we can see 0 and 1 are still at the airfield behind us. So we got another flight in our package. I could have added like everybody else to our package, but I really didn't want to delete and redo everything just for the convenience of having them all on data link. Oh, oh god, we almost flew in with our fire control radar in standby. That would have been bad. We wouldn't have seen anything. Okay, what the heck is this? What is our target? All right, friendly. That's just not squawking on IFF correctly. You call that a difficulty tweak? The missiles or the people not squawking correctly? Ouch. Oh, we got somebody at the very top of our radar here. Friendly group, okay. Oh, the lack of FCR. Yeah, that would be really bad, trying to lock things up without an FCR and only having AMRAAMs. That would not be good at all. Wait, what is that? Oh, we've got him locked up. Dumb. No radar, should have brought 9Xs. Yeah, I should have brought all 9Xs if I didn't have a radar. Mad dot. Oh yeah, you just fire them and let them lock onto whatever. How does that exactly work? Do you just fire them and then they lock onto the first thing that they see? Because I wanted to try to do that against some J-20s earlier, but I didn't know if throwing them without locking would do that. I do need to revisit the manual on AMRAAMs. There's a special procedure? Huh. All right, let's switch to air-to-air mode. Targeting pod, AA mode. Make sure everything's set up. We'll go to MRM. We can go to MRM override mode, but I don't know if we really care about that. We've got a target on radar, that yellow chevron, but we are not seeing an IFF from it. Vector to nearest target. Area appears to be clear. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it. We've got a couple contacts like right on bullseye, it looks like. We got a 15 locking us up, or painting us. And we got... I don't like the tone of these things that are in front of us. Holy shit, that's a lot of things.
Dog 1, Falcon 7-1, group bullseye 08026.
Confirmed hostile.
Declare. Falcon 7-1, dog 1, contact confirmed hostile.
I'm worried about the things that are a little closer than him, though. And I can't lock him up solidly. So we've got all those yellow chevrons that are possibly other radar contacts. There's a lot of radar contacts here. And I have no idea what's what. And nothing's giving us IFF responses.
Dog 1, Falcon 7-1, group bullseye 09525 10,000. Declare.
SU-27, and we just lost lock on it.
Dog 1, contact confirmed hostile. ID is SU-27.
Was that this one?
Dog 1, Falcon 7-1, group bullseye 11521 13,000. Declare. Falcon
That's friendly.
Dog 1, contact is friendly.
I just got flankered. What do you mean? The fact that we can't lock it up?
Dog 1, Falcon 7-1, group bullseye 09038 14,000. Declare. Falcon.
There's a hostile.
Dog 1, contact confirmed hostile.
And he's gone. God damn it, we can't keep anybody locked up. Alright, let's turn around as he's locking us up with his fire control radar, and we don't really, not too happy to allow that. What's the MAR for a MiG-27? Or an SU-27? 17. Yeah, that's quite far, so we're gonna abort. And those guys were like right all on bullseye. So they were only about 20 nautical miles away, probably, maybe even less. Okay, what are these targets over here? And we lost it.
One, take shot.
Oh, I forgot to fence in.
One, pit bull.
Oh, it would have helped if I had my master arm on.
One, fenced in.
2.
All right, and we lost a lot of altitude while I was dicking around. All right, we got some aircraft going cold, aircraft coming hot.
Dog, 1, Falcon, 7-1, group, bullseye, 1, 1, 5, 4, 2, 14,000.
All right, there's a hostile.
Falcon, 7-1, dog, 1, contact confirmed hostile.
2. Pit bull.
Fox 3 long, and we're gonna abort. Because we are within our minimum abort range on that guy anyway.
2. Pit bull.
1, pit bull.
Ouch.
1, pit bull.
There's our fuel. We're at 8,900. All right, let's turn back hot. What's that on RWR? Nothing hostile, looks like. Got a contact on radar that's hot. Let's lock him up. Declare.
Dog, 1, Falcon, 7-1, group, bullseye, 1, 0, 0, 3, 5, 9,000. Declare.
Friendly. All right, another one that's
7-1, dog,
hot.
contact is friendly. Dog, 1, Falcon, 7-1, group, bullseye, 0, 9, 5, 2, 21,000. Declare.
Oh,
Falcon, 7-1, dog, 1, contact confirmed hostile. ID is
shit, we lost it. What is it? Here it is. Got to declare it again. Make sure that it's hostile.
group, bullseye, 1, 0, 0, 3, 1.
All right, there's another Su-27.
Falcon, 7-1, dog, 1, contact confirmed hostile. ID is Su-27.
Fox 3.
Fox 3 long.
We got a 22, so we're gonna abort. We're gonna abort hard. Because I don't feel like getting hit by magic missiles. Because that 22 is a stealth aircraft, so we're not going to be able to lock it up with any of our munitions, and we're going to have a bad day. Alternatively, we can tell our wingman to go weapons free, and he'll just probably zoom up and balls to the wall, kill the thing, no problem. we can look at our AMRAM. I think it's probably not going to hit anything.
1, Pitbull.
Yeah, it looks like it's not going to even remotely hit anything. Sometimes, yeah, it does channel as Inner Terminator. I don't think I mentioned it yet here before, but I had, oh shit, there's 2 of them behind me. Fucking A. Yeah, but it was below our minimum abort range, so I don't know what else we could have really done about it. Although I probably could have checked the radar, because I think he turned cold before I fired it. But the last cap mission I was flying in this, we encountered another pair of J-20s, the 22 on the RWR thing, for anybody else who doesn't know. And as I was flying away, I was like, "Wingman, save me!" And I told my wingman to go weapons free, and he just turned hard back, went like full afterburner, and then took out 2 of them. No problem. And it was pretty crazy. Where is my wingman? Yeah, he's like right behind me. Yeah, we're leaving him in the dust. Let's turn back coal, or turn back hot. And we've got 4 AMRAMs left. Good, good. Let's unchain the dog that is my wingman.
Falcon 7-2, weapons free.
2, engaging hostile bullseye. 11030 11,000.
So we've got that J-22 right here, it looks like.
Dog 1, Falcon 7-1, group bullseye 11532 6000. Declare. Falcon 7-1, dog 1, contact is friendly.
All right, so we've got this, yeah, which is not responding to IFF, so that's likely a hostile that we can't get on radar yet, and it's likely that J-20. Let's see where our wingman is, if he's still on us or if he went balls to the wall. Yeah, he's going balls to the wall, cranking, I think it's cranking to the left, or flanking to the left. Yeah, he's going after that J-22, or J-20. Yeah, this is going to be a lesson to never neglect bringing sidewinders. Yeah, this one that's right dead in front of me right now. Yeah, that's a J-20, the Chinese stealth aircraft that is magical and you can't lock onto.
2, medium.
Oh, he broke lock.
2, corporal.
Yeah.
2, engaging 12 o'clock, very high.
I think he took it out. Holy shit. Or, sorry, she. Damn. Yeah, still up. Hot damn. Now we got those 27s. Let's see if we can't take them out. Oh, wrong one.
Fox 3 long.
Bullseye. 1003 13,000. Declare. Falcon 7-1 Dodge 1. Contact confirmed hostile.
All right, Fox 3. Fox, come on, Fox 3. There we go.
Fox 3 long.
Caution. Caution.
It's probably stores config error. He's turned cold.
Fox 3 medium. 2. Engage defensive.
Where the hell is 2?
Hit bull.
1. Cheap shot.
Well, there's this guy. Fox 3.
1. Fox 3 hit bull.
Counter. Sap, flare.
All right, let's turn back cold.
2. Engaging Su-27, 1 o'clock, low.
We got another 22 on RWR. That's not good. Let's watch our missile, see if it hits anything. I don't think it's gonna. Oh, it's tracked something, I think.
2. Engaging Su-27, 5 o'clock, low.
Well, that other 22
2. Hopeful.
or J20. Yeah, he's gonna be really close, like right in front of me, and we're not gonna be able to lock him up again, huh?
Hopeful.
Dog 1. Falcon 7-1. Group bullseye 0902 10,000. Declare. Falcon 7-1 Dodge 1. Contact
2.
confirmed
Engaging 3602 10,000. Counter. Counter.
All right, let's turn cold and get out of here.
Altitude. Counter. 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 Counter, 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 counter.
Holy crap, what are all these sounds?
Counter, counter, counter.
Jesus.
2, feeling out.
Ah, there goes our wingman. All right, I think it's probably time to call it a day. That Su-27 doesn't like me. Oh shit, another missile.
Flare, low. Flare. Flare. Altitude.
Wonder if I can outrun that missile or not.
Counter. Flare.
I think we did it. All right, let's just full burn back to base. I think this J-20 is still on our tail, but maybe we can bring him over some Patriots and ruin his day. We're just gonna full balls to the wall afterburner. We brought plenty of fuel for this. Although I don't suspect we'll be able to outrun a J-20 if it wants to keep up with us. God, there's two more of them. Oh, Jesus. They really want me dead. They're sending all of the world's 5th generation Chinesium aircraft after me. Stores configuration probably is that master caution. Yep, perfect. We only have, what, 2 spam rams left? This feels like an IL-2 mission again. We've merged, we fought some things, and then now things are unfavorable and we're running home. And, well, the 109 is chasing us all the way back to our base. Hopefully, though, the air defenses in this are much more competent than they are in IL-2. All right, we got that Patriot diamond off to the right, and then 2 Patriots in the front. That is a reassuring sign. And we're basically over friendly territory, so I'm going to push this down a bit, hopefully to increase the range at which the Patriots can hit this guy. I don't actually know what I'm doing, so I might just be doing something absolutely terrible. This is going to be a fun TAC view file to look at. God, is he still on me? Let's,
Dog 1, Falcon 7-1, request vector to threat. Falcon 7-1, Dog 1, nearest threat, bullseye. 14046 18,000. Hot, hostile, print, 2 ship.
yeah, so he is hot on me. I wish AWACS would give you vectors from your position to things, but unfortunately they don't. Because bullseye is just too much for me to try to figure out in the middle of combat. There is an option for that? Where? God, is this guy still on me? Well, but there's a 16 on him. Let's turn back and we'll see if we can't find him.
Dog 1, Falcon 7-1, group bullseye 14479 17,000. Declare. Falcon 7-1, dog 1, Furball 2, friendly 1, bandit.
Furball. Oh boy, this is going to be messy. Targeting pod, what am I looking at? Looks like an F-16. That looks like an F-16 that just got shot down. That looks like not a friendly.
Chat, flare.
This was a bad idea. Ouch.
Warning, 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 warning.
I think that'll buff out, right?
Caution.
Oh man, those Patriots really weren't pulling their weight. We are not having good luck at all. But I think we'll take this mission and see what happens, because we can always restart the campaign. Let me just look up the camera control so I can't see if I can spectate this, because I kind of want to see the missions end. D8. What the hell does that mean? It should just be the number. But yeah, none of the numbers are doing anything, so it looks like we're not going to get a spectate. Just end the mission. We'll look at what happened in TAC-U then. All right, so here again, he he hit like 3 things with his AMRAAMs. Took out, probably damaged or killed 1 J-20, maybe took out 1 and damaged a different one. We'll find out. All right, here we are. So here's our whole set of other aircraft getting there before us. And right off the bat, there is a pair of M7s, 4 J11s, it looks like 4 Q5Ms and another pair of J11s. Like, this is so many aircraft. Like, holy crap. How do we even? My only thought is maybe we try to schedule the cap back further. and try to draw them in, especially within range of any of these AA systems we have. All right, so let's see. We had so many AMRAAMs flying out. Holy crap. And then we have the AMRAAM I fired. Yeah, so the target it was going after went down, it looks like, so it didn't hit anything. And then I fired a second AMRAAM. That hit nothing, so it failed to lock on, it looks like. Then we flew far away, turned back. I told the wingman to go after it. There's this J-20 here that, holy crap, it tanked all of these missiles and just dodged all of them. Wingman just goes up, balls to the wall, hits it point blank with a pair of AMRAAMs. Holy shit. This is what I was talking about. This is basically what he did last time. Just point blank range, pair of AMRAAMs, and kills it. And then we fired an AIM. Yeah, well, we know we already didn't hit anything. So let's look at our wingman. He took out a J-11, then turned around, got hit by a J-11, all right, and bailed out. And then we said, we're getting out of here because I was especially low on countermeasures. But that J-20 kind of follows back. Tangled with another flight. And then shot us down. All the while, these Patriots and whatnot were shooting at it. Oh, but it did get a hit. So holy crap, that engagement. I think North Korea is pretty mad at us. And then we have these guys right behind our lines. Oh, I feel extra dumb. I reviewed that entire thing, and you guys couldn't see it. Oops. All right, let's do a quick recap. So after we flew out, because those J-20s were coming at us, and then I told Wingman, go at it, brah. Here he is, this J-20 just shrugging off our air defense missiles. Like, 3 of them he just manages to completely dodge. And then Wingman point blank fires an AMRAAM, dodges a missile, and then scores 2 AMRAAM hits. Comes in, fires an AMRAAM at a J-11. It looks like those guys were just going too fast, so he didn't get any hits with those. Then he fired another AMRAAM at this J-11, took it out. And then he got hit by a pair of J-11s. Yeah, so this just insane. So much going on. And then there's that J-20 that shot us down. And it just took all of these Patriot missiles Just nope, ignores them for quite a while, and then eventually a couple of them get it because he was like right over one of the AA stations. So Jesus. All right, we've been live for looks like 2 hours now. I'm gonna call it here on our loss, our beautiful, beautiful loss, and we'll have to revisit some planning to try to continue this campaign because this is a real huge pain in the ass. Yeah, the J-20 is just stupid good in this, and I doubt that it's actually that good in real life. Because China tends to not make things that are as good as they say. And if we go to the tactical reference, we can... A J-20 Mighty Dragon, it's an F-22 copy with canards. Or, yeah, F-22 copy with canards. Now, it's supposed to be pretty lackluster in engine performance because China can't really make engines that well. But because it's must stealth 5th generation, the people who added it to this made it that. And apparently gave North Korea like 30 of the things, so we're fighting all of them. And I'm going to have to really come up with some better countermeasures for these things, because if they've got radar as good as they have, and this such a good stealth, I don't really know what we can do to fight it. We may just have to throw AI at it until they kill it, but then our attrition is going to be horrible. And after that last mission, if we go to Intel and our squadron, we only have 11 aircraft left. We had 24 when we started this operation. So we lost, 13. We've not lost any pilots, thankfully, because we lost like everybody behind our own lines. But for our 11 or 13 aircraft losses, we've killed 43 aircraft. Yeah, weird that they've added it to Korean War in the late 90s. I think this, I'm not sure, but I think that this theater is actually supposed to be fairly modern, like 2011 or after. Because we do get the latest blocks of F-16s, as far as I can tell. It's all Block 50 and 52s for the U.S. Army. But I wouldn't really expect that within four hours, because we're at time plus 4 hours in this campaign. I would not expect, or 5 hours rather, I would not expect China to have these brand new aircraft scrambled to the defense of North Korea in that short of a time span. I would expect it to take a day at least. So I'll have to ask around about that. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up stream here. We'll find somebody to raid. Next time I'll be streaming will be actually tomorrow. Yeah. So let's set up that raid. I have to bring up a Twitch window so I can find out who's streaming. Oh, my friend Amanti is live, so let's go bug her. All right, here we go. Start raid. All right, thank you all for watching, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. I think we'll be playing Halo Otis or Cyberpunk 2077. Something not flight sims to mix things up a little bit. All right, thanks again for watching.